really a privilege for me as Kathy's oldest son. I'd like to, for those that have maybe not seen an obituary or know about her life, I have a short reading that I would like to read at this time. Kathy Pounds, 83 of Coronado, California, passed away peacefully on March 31st, 2024, Easter morning, after her battle with cancer. Born July 28, 1939, as Catherine Adele Thornton in Richfield, Utah, to Mayo Gardner Thornton and Florence Pearl Nielsen Thornton. Kathy grew up in the avenues of Salt Lake City. She was preceded at death by her parents and her younger siblings, Rodney, Kurt, Parker, Wallace, and Susan. Kathy met and then married Donald Robinson Lyman on August 10, 1956, and they raised 4 children together in Provo, Utah: Dawn, Laurie, Lisa, and Rod. Kathy was a nurturing and loving mother who also opened her home to many others who she welcomed when they had need for her. Later in life, they were divorced and Kathy married Robert Pounds. After the marriage ended with Robert, Kathy found love with Richard Perano. And they were married on January 1st, 2000, so the first marriage of the century. On the back of a boat, of course. They have enjoyed their time together and with their combined families, living in the Coronado Cay, staying in Puerto Vallarta, and enjoying time on Kathy's dream, Richard and Kathy's yacht. Kathy also loved her summer getaways to Lake Powell with family for many, many years. Kathy has become well loved and well known for the successful real estate business that she built in the Cays, the Kathy Pounds team. Kathy loved adventure and activities such as boating, water skiing, and parasailing. She took great joy in providing fun for her children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and all of her friends here. Kathy is survived by her husband, Richard Paul Perano, his children, Jeff Perano, Jamie Perano, and Jonathan Perano, and her children, Dawn, Laurie, Lisa, and Rod. Her brother, Zach, who is conducting today, and Jack, and 22 grandchildren and 32 great-grandchildren. So I wanted to be able to tell you a little bit more. You know, there's so much that in a life that my mom lived that probably couldn't be shared in a short meeting like today. First of all, my mom made everything fun. My friends, our home was always open to all of our friends, and she always had cinnamon rolls, cookies. I mean, my friends came over for a reason. She was beautiful and a lot of fun, and we always had things to do for everyone. I also had 2 beautiful sisters, and so my friends came over for a reason. I don't know why. But our place was always filled with our friends, and she was so welcoming. And then during the course of time, she took in her brothers, and when they had struggles and hard times, my mom always had a place for her brothers. And she also took in young people that she got to know that lived in our neighborhood. That there was one lady that was passing away with cancer, and her daughter lived with us for quite some time. So my mom was generous and very caring with everything that she did. She also provided, if we wanted to do something, she provided the opportunity for us to do it, whether it was music or sports or whatever the case might be. But she was also, she built us into the people that we are today. She told us that we were able, and it's possible to do everything. I haven't become president of the United States yet, but she made me feel that that was possible. I'm glad I'm not. But that's the kind of mother that we have, is the kind of mother that believed that everything is possible for us and made opportunities for us to develop in our lives. The one thing that I learned from her most recently is the sense of peace that she had about leaving us. I had some chances to talk to her before she went to Mexico, and she laid out some things that she felt she needed me to do, and she wanted me to know. She says, I talk with God, and He's okay with me. He's okay with me. I'm not worried about going. I am worried about the pain. So it's a blessing that my mom was able to go peacefully when she did. She suffered, she struggled, but she also has fought the good fight and has been able to rejoin her loved ones. Richard and I have talked. We know where she is, don't we, Rich? We know she's in heaven, and we want to live good enough to be with her again someday. So she brought peace to our lives, and one thing that she would do when we got upset or frustrated with things, she would tell us to calm down and relax. Right, Rich? Calm down, Rich. Calm down. Similar advice was given by the Savior when He said, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you. Not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid." It's the same message as calm down, relax, trust God. That's the message that Kathy gives us, that we can trust that she will be looking for us eagerly as we finish our lives. Now, at this time, Rich, are you ready to talk?
Sure.
Rich wants to say some things, so.
Is it possible to bring a microphone?
Yes, let's do that. Keep it coming.
Okay.
If I fall down and trip, excuse me.